did you formulate a question?
I would like some clarity or any insight on what I am here for, which I know is such a lame question. But beyond that, any insights on more specifics of what I'm here for and how to enjoy it as much as freaking possible.
Oh, whoa. Okay, there you go. Right. Well, you definitely have someone here, older female. I think connected to your mother somehow, but transitioned. Um, your mom's still alive, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. This is definitely connected. Okay, female or first initial I think is an S. Um, I think it's Sarah. I think, but I think would be like a great grandmother maybe or an aunt to you distantly through your mom. Do you know who I mean? You know someone named Sarah, or would you have no? Oh no. Okay, nope. You wouldn't have. Lots of kids. Like she had a lot of kids, six, seven kids. Oh, or she was one of a lot of kids too. Um, she was one of seven, I think, and she had a lot of kids too. Um, Sarah, Sarah for sure. Do you know who I mean?
I don't, but I don't in any way doubt you. I'm
She'll give me more.
naive of like
She'll give me more until you figure it out. But I think there is more. Do you have it's not you have your dad and then and your mom, but over that, do you have like a step grandparent, like a grandfather and a step grandfather?
Yeah, I have multiple. All of my grandparents have remarried, so there's a really good
Yeah,
chance.
okay. So you have yeah, this is on all right. She's busy. Um really busy. You just okay. All right. So this Sarah is, I think, a great grandmother or aunt for you. Who else? It's one of her children, also female. L. Who's that? Lel. Lel. She's firing a lot of names at me. Are spelling Lela.
Okay, so Leela is a step grandmother of mine.
Okay.
She's my stepmom's mom.
Okay. Maybe that's, I am getting so many names fired at me that
It's hard to, yeah.
okay. So, but that's okay. I just want to see what they're gonna bring in. All right. All right. Someone, I think it would be a dad or an uncle, but someone male, older than you, really close to you, that's like a P.
Harry.
Yeah, okay, great. She's got some connection there as well. So she's trying to make me, is that dad or stepdad?
Yeah, so this is all like the same side of the family. Dad is Perry.
Okay, that's your dad.
Leela would be his mother-in-law, or was his mother-in-law.
Okay, that's why I'm just getting all kinds of stuff fired.
Yeah.
It's crazy funny.
Yeah.
I love it. It's great. So let me just see where this goes. I mean, I can almost see her, and what the sense I get from her is really interesting is that she's really, really dark complected. She almost looks like it's shadowy, but almost could be African the way that she looks. It's not, like fair skin like you. No, like not at all. So this has got to be somewhat distant. It's very interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see what she's got.
Yeah, because I'm about as pasty as it gets.
You're fair, really fair. And this is not if you're a relative, then this is kind of what I see in my mind is very, very dark complected. So it's just funny. And I've got names that are wild, but I don't know how to connect them yet. So let's just see. Let's let her bring in the spirit guides that are like, you've got a few. So one thing that I know from doing this that I've learned is that we seem to have lots and lots and lots and lots of spirit guides in our life, which I didn't believe in 2 years ago. So bear with me. But they move in and out, right? They seem to move in and out. So at different times in your life, some will be forward. They could be with you your whole life, but they're not particularly forward. They're not influencing you a lot or taking a lot of questions right now. Others will just seem like they come in for certain periods of your life and then go, or come in later in life and stay. So there's different, and usually I'll get a sense of what these are when they come in, where they have been. This Sarah, I've got two, and it's like she's got someone she goes with, and I think it's male, and I think he's George, but I don't know. It's funny, and I can't tell how they go together, but they're just very interested in you and what you're doing right now. I can get the sense that they're distant, like in your life, right? They're perhaps gone before you were even around, but somehow really connected to you and paying a lot of attention. So you're first, at this moment to sort of let someone come in, that's who showed up, which is interesting. That I don't know. We'll see how it comes together, because there's always more usually. But the spirit guide, this first one, looks also like a Black woman. So I never know. And I can see it's very young, but Black, dark, and has sort of what I would call an African dress a bit on, but has the energy that's a little bit more ethereal. So I don't believe ever human, if that makes sense to you. It's an energetic thing. And she's just got all kinds of water. So it's like rivers and seas and water, and that's what she's about. So let's just see what this message is for you. That is interesting. All right, here it is. You asked about purpose. All right. A sacred task exists for you to fulfill. And it's found through your connection to your heart. Be open to only those authentic teachings that prove helpful, is that the word, to your spiritual progress, and most importantly, your personal freedom. The water representation here is, okay, this spirit guide is relatively new, like in the last 5 to 8 years, I'm thinking. This is about cleansing body, mind, spirit, and water is something for you to focus on right now. There's gonna be more to this. This is very interesting. Okay. Cleansing, what is she saying? Cleansing your body, mind, heart, soul is of benefit at this time. Watch for synchronicities. That's cool. And unexpected support, unexpected allies, unexpected things to show up that you are going to bond really tight with, just, show up in your life. So look for that. Keep your head open for that. So being around water, where you are, I don't think that's rivers. You've got river there. Being around water, taking baths, even pouring water and consciously putting energy and cleaning the water, that's something for you to focus on right now. This is gonna just help you. So the message is that as you hold your integrity, maintain your integrity, and take this healing journey. Healing is becoming. Healing is not getting better or fixing something that's broken. Right? It's already all right. Healing is becoming. You're placing yourself in a very powerful, protective field. That's cool. And so as you continue to tend to this inner life, this spiritual journey that you're on, which we haven't really talked about, so I don't know much, but it is consciously connect with this one, with this energy, to fortify, to help you lean into your protection. So there must be something where you're feeling a little bit vulnerable or something. Is that true? Or you feel a little bit, okay, because she's really about this. So something of great value, like something really valuable, is at work right now. It's subtle, it's working with great subtlety, and yet it's accomplishing this brilliant stroke of inspiration and grace. So you may not be aware of the divine protection that you are in right now, but it is there nonetheless. You have no idea the things that have been thwarted, batted off, kept away, and you can continue to relax in that and do what you want to do. This is going to, I think, where we're leading here is there's something about you not wanting to step where you feel like you need to step, or something. This vulnerability, this thing like, I'm not protected. If I do this, everything's going to fall apart. Or if I do this, this isn't going to go well. So you're saying, remember, pour yourself a glass of water. Consciously yourself, put love into it, gratitude into it, put everything that you can think of that's beautiful into this glass of water, and drink it, and do this every day in the morning. Wow.
I started doing that last week. Anyway.
I have goosebumps.
So I pour a glass of water and I set it down on this, and my handwriting's terrible, but it says love, wisdom, and riches.
Oh my God.
Intend that energy.
That is beautiful. Wow. Well, this spirit guide must have been where that inspiration to do that came from. I'm going to cry. They're so powerful. It's incredible.
Does she have a name? And if you're not getting
it, yeah, she hasn't given it to me yet. It was like,
okay, don't worry.
And usually that's unusual, that I'm going to get it, but it was like, no, first you're going to listen, and then I'll tell you who I am. It's really, really cool. So, all right. So, all right, there's a little bit more from her, and then we will get her name. She's saying you've been moving really fast for a very long time, and you're not recognizing how how wound up you've gotten. So what this is about, part of the water, is for you to gently now start to unwind, to breathe, and relax into her, relax into this protection, and know you can stop moving so fast. You can stop trying to make everyone happy, right? To be perfect, to do the right things for everyone else. It feels like your husband, are you married?
I was.
Okay, you were. Okay. I feel like there's somebody close. Maybe it's doesn't, can't tell. Anyway, somebody close. It's either, I mean, close, somebody you spend a lot of time with. Just making them happy, making them happy, making them happy. And you do that naturally. It's naturally who you are by trying to think of it and make it happen. You block some of the natural inspiration. If you will relax and just know that it's just who you are and there's nothing, you are going to be perfection, right? Everything you do is perfection, and just let it come. The little things, the little small things will show up and just flow right through you. So things right now that seem too difficult, with this relaxation and knowing that you're protected and letting yourself unwind, stop moving so fast, those very difficult things are going to start to seem very manageable. And then as this happens, your purpose, you make room for other inspiration that takes you in a direction. There's more to come here. So just hang on, just let that go. So what you're saying is slow down, drink the water, bathe in the water, smell the roses, and not only smell them, but bathe in the oil of the roses, stay in the water. It's that high frequency of the water and the scents and those beautiful small pleasures in life are what is going to soothe your heart and allow you to move from there rather than up here. So this really is about slowing down. She also says the frequency, a Hertz frequency of 174, not in the morning and not when you got to do something that's energetic, because this is going to calm you down. It's a pain relieving frequency. It's like the purr of a cat, 174 Hertz. So you can find that on YouTube or Insight Timer, anywhere, to play music with that 174 frequency, meditation music, meditate, take a bath, whatever this, sit by the river, right? Just enjoy water. Water is very, very important for you right now. It's cleansing, and it's also a rhythm for you of fluidity, just to be able to slow down and unwind. So it's taking time to heal, rest, relax, and actually enjoy your life. Your question, okay, about how do I enjoy it? This is the beginning right here. Okay. Slow down and trust yourself. You naturally will please everyone, and it doesn't matter anyway. You naturally are that, because you're just this ray of sunshine. It's not about anything that you do. It's just about who you are. So let that just be there. And she's also saying you will deal with issues and things that you perceive as an issue much more effectively from this place of clean, cleansed, calm, relax. So let up on yourself. You've been very hard on yourself, apparently, and it's time for you to be kind. So it's guilt, shame, these things that are preventing you from enjoying your life, right? This is what you're doing to yourself that are making things not enjoyable. So it's weird. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah. You'll be able to ask a question too, and you can stop and ask a question now if you want to. There's no rules with this at all.
Oh, I keep going. I love your magic.
All right. Okay. So whatever, there's like, it feels like there's one specific thing that's just bugging you, something that's been troubling you, something that's got you a little wound up tight, and that there is an approach to it that can reduce not only your suffering, but anyone else's, and your feelings of happiness. But is with this cleansing and slowing down, you open your heart, and she's saying, lean into that feminine side, that feminine, divine feminine energy. She represents that with the water. And it's joy and happiness, compassion for yourself. Again, the baths, smell the roses, bath oils, things that are luxurious and sensual. Lean into that feminine side and this approach of how this can be handled, whatever it is that's bugging you. This is the best way I can think of to interpret how she's saying this. That is going to show up easily and naturally, but it's a letting go of that, trying to fix it or trying to figure out what to do, when really it's just about letting go and having a lot of compassion for yourself and everyone else. Be easy on yourself and watch. This is going to just resolve. Does that make sense? You got something in your mind. Okay. So I never know. So, all right. She's ready for that. We're ready for the name. Ha. Okay. Let's see if I can spell this up to right. Y E M YEMONJA. YEMONJA. Yamonia. So I can hear it almost. It's the J is sort of silent. The J is a little bit interesting. And it is African, I think. She's sort of teasing me. I think it is it's got that. So how that would be said in a like a Nigerian or some sort of an African word. Yamonia. Okay. So there you go. That's her. All right. She's not going anywhere, so we can ask questions of her. She's stepping back to let me get another one. Okay. Definitely female again. I think perhaps human. Oh, yeah, at one time. Okay, so like say early 16th century, so 15 something, maybe. She almost looks like a painting. Who is this artist? I would say like a Belgian or Swiss sort of vibe. Interesting. But do you know the big collars that were white and they sort of were around and they looked like they had loops in them, lacy and stiff and thick? That she's got one of those on, and sort of pointy nose, real rosy cheeks. Her hair's pulled back kind of tightly. Something on her head. Oh, okay. She's gonna say something first. All right. What is it? Because they know you guys don't want me to tell their names till the end. What?
Yeah, I think they know that I'll get so distracted by who they are.
Really? There's like I've never had that happen before. Yeah. Usually they give their name and they're not. They're like, no. Okay. So she is forward for you right now about a lot of things. And one of them is it's being a woman, and it's being an outspoken woman and following a path, a teacher or teachers, following an area, a way of being, a faith or whatever it is that you really believe in, and doing that unapologetically. That's what she is about. It is about wisdom, like wisdom of your femininity. And she said, if God, I love it when they say that, if God has given a gift to you, revealing something to you, like a secret or a truth to you, do you for fear of being ridiculed or persecuted. Not speak it, write it down, sing it. Do you hide it? Do you hide a talent that God has given you? No. You have the grace to persevere to the end with it, with a truth or a talent. So, wow. Okay. You know what I feel like this, whoever she is, we'll see. That little speech or quote there is about who she is. I mean, that is something about who she is, I think. It's very interesting. Okay, so let's see what else she's got. So something about you, and it leads to your purpose, is an amplification of magnetic power attraction. It empowers you. You pull everything into you that's needed for your life's work, for your purpose. And you're doing that without knowing it. Every step you're taking is you're adding something else to this bag of tricks that you've got, right? Things that you know how to do, people that you know, whatever it is, right? You keep stepping and you're adding on it. Not to worry, you're doing it, right? You are doing it. It's just that you can do it with joy. So everything that you're adding, every talent, every teacher, every class you take, every person you meet, all of this, little abilities that you uncover, whatever it is, it brings an opportunity along with it, for you to heal, to restore, and to understand through love, through that power, this wisdom that you have, right? This is all adding to that. And it's again about focusing on your heart. So there's a 639? 639, I think is what she's saying. 639 hertz, which would be like a heart chakra hertz. Connecting with her is going to be about that, about meditating, focusing, breathing in and out of that heart chakra when you meditate. I've got a couple of those. I have a spiral meditation that I did that everybody loves. It's a chakra, but it ends, instead of going up, it's a spiral and you end in the heart. It's really cool. I channeled it about 6 months ago. It's really good. So I'll send you that too, because I'm kind of getting that message. So this is about the energy of your open and loving heart, connecting it with that heart of the universe, and little past resentments, past hurts, things that might make you shut down or protect yourself, from your former spirit guide that you are completely protected. And so with this one, this is about following what you believe to be true, what you know about yourself, and writing it, singing it, speaking it, talking about it, painting it, put it out there, right? This is about that. It's not time to hide anymore. Is also follow your heart, including issues of relationships, anything that you're doing, let your heart lead you, right? You can get out of this. You follow this now. That's your most effective way to consciously living this purpose that you've got. It's very magnetic. It's very attractive. And it's coming with the discernment, this ability to say no. This is something too for you to practice, an ability to say no. And that is going to come into play here. She's also saying that a trust in your abundance, that there's no need for you to hold on to like every opportunity or everything that comes your way, every person or situation out of fear for any loss or lack. Instead, what you're learning here and what this next practice is of focusing in the heart and expanding this energy field here is that you live in true abundance and flow. So you are comfortable letting go, just like breathing out. You're comfortable receiving. You're just in that flow. There's no reason for you to hang on to anything simply because you fear the loss of it or the lack of a replacement or something, right? That is now in your past. It's time to live, just breathe and trust and go, and you're perfectly protected. Okay. She is also, so you are a teacher, you are a leader. So trust that you do have a message, you do have abilities. You may still be learning, you will always be learning what that message is. It will always be growing and changing, but you have it. You have a message, and it isn't out there simply because you, one, don't believe you have one, and you have no idea what it would be. So how it would express. So this one is about taking those opportunities to do. When you feel inspired, it won't make sense. You will think, but I have to be here in 10 minutes, right? And I don't have time to do that. Or why should I go buy paints? I don't paint. I'm not an artist, right? But it's all of these things are leading you somewhere. So they're reminding me that is something that happened to me. I'm a math person and a science person, and I can't draw. I've said for years, I can't draw a stick person. And when all of this, before this all started coming for me, for about 6 months, I would wake up in the middle of the night and I would just try to find stuff to draw with. And I was drawing and painting and houses and all sorts of things. And I went and bought watercolors, and I would wake up at 2 a.m. and I would just paint all night long. And I was obsessed with it. I've never been into art at all. And I was spending all kinds of money at the art store, and then it just stopped. I just never picked them up again. And some of my stuff got pretty good. I mean, for me, pretty good. I'm not sure I could have sold it, but it was part of this path. And that's something I'm being nudged to tell you, to don't worry about if it doesn't look like what you normally do or what you think is going to lead you to where you think you want to go. Do the crazy, do the silly, do the this doesn't make sense, right? That's very, very important for you to do that. So they are definitely, she is definitely giving you that. So, all right, let's see. Oh, we're never going to get a name. Yay. Well, that's easy. Marie. Marie. There's a last name. Oh, God. Okay. Hold on. D-A-N-T-I-E-R. Okay, I think that's right. All right, well, nothing more coming, so I must have gotten it close enough. Another female, though, for sure. Ethereal. Wow. All I can see right now is a lot of fog, and then I can get glimpses of her. It's just like she's covered in dark, like clouds almost, but it's foggy. The word that comes to mind is mysterious, right? It's just very mysterious. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of see her, but I can tell it's female, definitely ethereal. I do not believe ever human. This is that kind of energy again. Not angelic though, but really mysterious and dark. Oh, okay. Have you got something going on with your dreams? Do you have do you have prophetic dreams at all? Or do you remember your dreams?
Rarely. I have been lately.
Okay. Well, there's something with this one showing up for you. I think has always been with you, is the sense I get, but really forward right now. The first word is dreams. That's why I asked you something about dreams in, recent. And she's also about surprise and shock. So she's saying, yeah, okay. All right. She is the wild and unconventional voice that is calling to you. Oh, does that make sense to you? Okay. Yeah. It is very different. Her voice is very different. She is relatively recent in your experience and your, underneath here. So it's like hearing her is for you like hearing a new language. It's like a language that you don't know. The way she's speaking to you, she is speaking to you in dreams, and information is coming to you in dreams. Past, present, lots of things are coming in dreams. Something you are, I guess, not used to. I don't get anything in dreams either. Occasionally I'll have something, one weird one, but I never get anything in dreams. So it's like what she is to say she's it's stirring you up at the deepest level of you, right? That just very deep level. It's breaking something new through, and it's almost like it feels like a birth in a way, like just breaking this new thing. So, but it's transformational for you, but it's not easy for you to discern, not easy for you to understand, recognize, even know what's going on. And it feels like it's just beginning for you. So there's a lot of joy and a lot of liberation in it, a lot of freedom in this. When this emerges, right? When you can hear this voice and really connect with it and begin to follow it, there's a ton of freedom, liberation. That's a big word for you in this, but you are going to have to adjust to the strangeness of it for a while. For a bit is going to feel uncomfortable, something that kind of rattles your beliefs about yourself. Okay, that's pretty strong. Not always an easy thing to do, to battle the identity that you have constructed very carefully. It is just more of you. It isn't foreign. It is just more of you, but it is a part of you you do not recognize, really. And it's leading you, it's like a sculpture, like is being sculpted. It's very interesting what she's showing me. So the big word here is surrender. Surrender any fear that you have of being seen as exotic, unusual, eccentric, or bizarre. You are being asked by this spirit guide to come to terms, to make peace with very strange beauty, and let it happen through you in a very creative flow. Let your ideas of beauty, your ideas of conventional beauty, sort of start to let those go. It's like this creative life force happening, and it is like, it's deep, it's undercurrents. If you're sensitive, like she's showing me, there's a sensitivity in you where you are aware of it, you can feel it, and it's excitement, it's also discomfort. It is a little bit of both. but it's so foreign that you're just not, it's not something that you're consciously aware of. But it sounds very exciting to me. Okay. It is a sort of an out with the old, right? And in with the new. It's not letting go of who you are. It's just more of it. It's more of it. And this spirit guide is like not is coercing you, inviting you, and even dragging you into it. Right. I can see it. That's interesting. To the dreams are about finding order in chaos in some way. Some of your more recent ones. There's a part of you that wants to just dream of like beauty, right? And bring beauty into the world, like any way possible. And that's not a bad part of you. That is this, right? It's how you dress, how you look, how you behave, how you create art, how you relate to other people, how you write, speak, all of that is about beauty. That's part of this. It's about bringing that into the world. So if you've kind of come to believe that the love of beautiful things or the love of beauty is superficial, and that's not it. It's a genuine expression of your heart's appreciation of harmony, balance, symmetry, all these feminine grace, these feminine energy things, is genuine beauty rather than like superficial glamour. It comes from within, and your appreciation of it is part of this light. It's part of how you are going to express this purpose of yours. That is an integral part of it. That's very interesting. Does that make sense to you, what I'm saying?
Yeah, but can you kind of repeat it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I mean, it's just being like, blown in. So it's this, the dreams, is about creating order from chaos. Just going to give it to me again. There we go. And, and it's a part of you that wants to create order from chaos. There is a side of you that just wants to dream of beauty and beautiful things and see beauty, but it's not beautiful things in the sense of external material things. That's fine. But what this is, it's the part of you that it's how you move, it's how you create, it's how you dress, it's how you speak, how you relate to other people. It's an expression and a love for genuine beauty, not superficial glamour. That appreciation of it is your appreciation of symmetry, harmony, balance, grace, that feminine energy that's come up twice here for you. And there's a big part of you that believes that's a not worthy thing. It's silly. It doesn't matter. It is the opposite of that. It is that thing that's going to light up your path and take you to, you have to lean through this feminine energy, this love of that. It's take a bath by candlelight, stargaze, relate to people with grace and compassion and mercy. It's how you speak, it's what you eat, it's how you dress, how you move, right? Lean into that. It's all a part of this, and it's sort of the leading edge of it for you. Does that make sense now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. It's amazing. I think it's, wow. Okay. All right. She's still talking. So hang on. Still in this dream thing, like dreaming of beauty. Okay. So back to there's some kind of situation going on right now. If you feel like uncertain about your ability to fix it or heal it. Does that make sense? Does that resonate? Okay, because I'm not getting any specifics. Sometimes I will, but in here I'm not. So, and it's like you lack the inspiration here to be able to imagine it differently than the way it currently seems to be. So you feel like inhibited. I can't bring about some kind of constructive change here, right? I can't. It feels like that. So, but this is about beauty. The perfect beauty of this situation is not going to show by what you attempt to do to it or trying to impose the right dream on it, right? It's the revelation of the beauty that is already within it. And this is one of your gifts, is to be able to see this in everything. You look for it, you seek it out. And by expecting the beauty within something to be seen by your to actually be able to consciously see it, even if it's really hidden from you at first or from everyone, you're going to learn to be able to do this more and more and more. And again, that is part of your purpose. That is part of what is building to where you're going. It's being able to do that better than anyone on the planet, right? To be able to just look at something that seems like there's no good in it and immediately be able to see what is beautiful in it. That's incredible. I mean, I'm always like, just makes me teary a little bit. That's really cool. So apply this to whatever this thing is that has been brought up 2 or 3 times in this. Apply this to that. Find what's beautiful in it. And with everything you've got, this is a lesson for you to find it. This is how you're going to learn to be able to do this all the time, right? Without fail. It's probably natural to you anyway. But now, I mean, I'm guessing, but now this is something for you to consciously learn to do until it just becomes, there's no way for you to not do it. It's an ability. It's really, you have it much more than most people that are human, right? To be able to do it. And so it's something for you to develop. So the dreams are still there. So it's part, so more dreams, the spirit guide. So you are being asked right now to collaborate, you have enough power, you're powerful enough, and to not only dream for yourself, but for a new world, like a new humanity. So it's your collaborative dreaming is heart inspired. It's a for everyone, right? It's bringing mutual benefit to you and to others. And this is about working with others. So it's look for, they're going to show up, groups to connect with, to work with. And at first it will always be for pleasure, but at first it will be just for getting your own footing, to connect, to be with other people or speak to other people that think like you do, that are understanding the things that you are, the concepts that you're understanding, the faith, the whatever it is that you're on your spiritual path, whatever that is, right? That's what that's about. So it's finding others and not being afraid to join in, to do things that you may have before thought, okay, that's silly, I wouldn't do that. Well, do it now, right? Just for the chance to connect and dream with other people. This is about dreaming in a group. So there's also pictures. Oh boy, I might have to draw for you. And this has happened for the last month or so in some of my readings, and it's new for me. I don't really understand it, but it reminds me of a game that I play, and that's why I think it comes like this. It very much looks like a game. But what I see is a picture first for you. And then it's behind it and moving around it is one word, usually just one word. So I'm going to describe this to you, and here's what intuitively comes. Devon, I don't know. So it feels like it's not something for me to translate for you. I could say what I think it means, but it isn't clear to me that I'm not in it, where there's always a clear message for me. I can tell I'm not getting in this. I'm not putting my own judgment on it. With these pictures and these words, I don't get a clear message. The translation feels like it's coming from me. And so I say that because I think I need to describe the picture to you. It happened a few times. So what I can see is, if you can imagine a calendar, all you can see is a calendar, just that you can tell it's the squares with the numbers in it. And then a person's arm with a big watch on it. And I can't tell what time it is, but it looks like it might be 5. But I don't know if it's AM or PM. And so it's just the calendar. And then the word that's all around it and behind it is go. Now you'll have this recorded, and I can sketch it for you too, what I see. So there's that one. The other picture is a grown man. He's got like a sweater and pants on, and he's walking a very small child, which would appear to be a boy, but I can't tell. So it's like a man. It looks like maybe a father and a son, but again, I don't know. There's no emotion here to it at all, and I can't tell the relationship. So that's just the picture. But the word around it is humiliate. But it is definitely a man, and it is definitely a toddler, very small kid. So see what that means. I have no idea. All right. And the next one is like a traffic light, red, yellow, in the green. Man, I've seen some of this before. Very similar. In what would be the green light, it says go. It's green, but then in black or white, it's moving. Okay, it says go. So it's just a traffic light. And what I can see under it is like a street, no traffic, no nothing, just a 2-lane road. Looks like it goes off into nothing. And the word around that is eliminate. I don't know. I know that's very strange, but I think it's for you to decipher, and we can talk again about it. And I can tell you what I have, because I'll make notes about what it is that I think, but I believe it's me. It's not, I don't believe it's a message coming for you. I think it's my judgment saying what that would mean, and probably what it would mean to me, right? So I don't know. I don't know. So there you go. There's those. So those are for you to sort of think about as see. All right. So I have another thing for you. How are you on the concept of past lives? Do you have any feeling on that? Okay. I'm again, if you knew me, you'd like, oh my God, this is just kind of new for me.
But it makes you so much more amazing, just so you know. Like the fact that you're not like super into it and that you kind of don't want anything to do with it is why you're magic.
It's so weird. All right. So here's a message, and this is about your father, and it has to do with the past life. And it seems to be from all 3 spirit guides, because now I feel like I'm just getting information, like these pictures for you and this information. So I can't really tell exactly. I got all 3 of them. So it's your father and you have done this life thing a lot of times, specifically for you to understand this. And you continue to reincarnate together in different roles. Okay. So this is a really important message for you to understand. How are you and your dad close, or
yes. I mean, he's my friend. Like, he talks to me about his sex life. We have a weird friendship instead of a friend thing. Yeah, cool. we're friends. Yeah.
That's great. My father died about 12 years ago, and so I miss him a lot. I can't ever reach anybody that I knew in life. So I can talk to all kinds of dead people, but anybody that I knew at all in life, I can't seem to talk to. Okay, so it is it is this thing that you're doing with your, dad over and over again is for you to really understand, really understand the game of it and this relationship with your dad. Lean into it and have fun. Have fun. There's nothing, you guys have done more stuff to each other over and over in lives. I mean, like killed each other, you name it, have done all, and this is the game you're playing right now. So it is about really lean into it. He's going to be a great source of like comfort, fun, and a great practice for you to practice certain things on. Practice this, seeing the beauty, practice moving that feminine energy. That's really something that he's going to be for you. So that's very interesting. All right. And then, so here's another one. Have you ever done plant medicine at all? Have you done anything like mushrooms or ayahuasca or any of that kind of stuff?
No, but I know it's coming.
Okay. Well, your spirit guides, something for you to find, to try to do is cacao, to start there. So to go to a ceremony, find somewhere, find a group of people, or do one yourself and create it. But for your first time to do it, you may want to go and be a part of one. But that's a good step for you to start to relax and start moving, getting yourself going through this heart center of yours, right? That's moving more in that way. And there's a crystal for you, or a stone of some sort. Hold on, what the heck is that? Okay, I think it's RHODOCHROSI. God, we may have to verify that, but I think that's right. So it's a crystal for you just to kind of keep by you, take it out in a full moon and let it sit out overnight, to kind of clean it, run it like under salt or, clean water, like in a river or stream, and then just keep it with you. And then, put it out in the full moon every once in a while. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if it's a bring in energy or a remove energy. Usually the lighter ones bring in energy or amplify energy, and the darker ones take it out, but I don't know what that is. And I can't see it. I just got, like, I can tell it's a stone in the spelling. I hope I'm close so we can find that. So
no, you are. I found it. It's perfect.
You found it? Okay. All right. So, all right. So they're quiet now. I think they've said enough.
Okay, I have one question, and you might not be able to get it. It's okay if not, but do you know the name of the last foggy lady, the etheric?
Oh, yeah. They do. They do have a sense of humor. Is it the answer that came was, I thought you'd never ask. It's so funny. Like,
that's what I say all the time. I'm a complete sarcastic asshole at work, and I say, I thought you'd never ask to everyone at work, and they get so annoyed by it because they know that's what I'm gonna say. Anyway.
That's great. Yep. Well, it's just, I thought you'd never ask. They all have quite a sense of humor. All right. So let's see what this word is, what this name is. It starts with an A. A P A T E. A P A T E. Okay. I think that's right. A P A T E. Yeah, it's moving around a little bit, but I think that's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it's, yeah. And you even say it just like you said, it's a pate. A pate. Okay. A pate. Sounds like a party, but yeah, I love it. Yeah. Yeah, very fun. All right. And I think that's it. They're pretty quiet. So yeah, you had a pretty good group of like dead people, but it was interesting. And the one was just firing names, and that was all that was, like, she was the only one that was gonna speak, and it was just names and trying to get me to understand who she was. So I don't know. We never really went back to it, but
oh, it's all right. I mean, I trust that it'll shape up.
Yeah, we'll just see. I'd actually like to know if you figure out who it is, just like distant, definitely distant, but interested in you in a pretty strong way. So that's really cool.
Yeah,
How do you feel?
good.
Are you good?
Like, I really hope that you can politely ask Gary to not chop out any of that because I want every bit of it.
Oh yeah, well he doesn't have to. I'll tell him, don't
Yeah,
don't
no, please don't do any
yeah.
extra work because I
Yeah.
want to re-listen and I
Yeah,
always hate when
he'll watch it and he sees a lot in it that I don't, right? I'm just a telephone, right? Is it you're pulling, I'm just a telephone. So I don't really, I can tell when things will make me, tear up or make me feel certain things, but he will see and like, he will see, especially if he knows you at all, right? If you have spoken to him and he really knows you, he'll see stuff in it for you that will help, help. He's pretty incredible at that. So yeah. Yeah.
well, I'm so grateful to connect with you. I think you're
Me too. You're just beautiful.